Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I'm Jimmy.
I'm Kyle.
Yeah. So, slightly different setup this time.
Moved again.
We've moved again. Just experimenting, as you guys know. Well, we're just finding our rhythm in the new place. For how long we don't know yet. So, because big things are coming.
I'm really sick of hearing that. 6 months down, it's like, big things are still coming.
They're still coming. 1 year down the line. I'm pretty sure it's still coming. Right, anyway, we've got Chaos Demons today versus...
Great Knights! Yeah. I had a couple of days to read this, and yeah, layer on layer on layer. Some fantastic stuff going on. The out attacks of the basic guys, like 3, which is pretty bonkers. So you can see with all the psychic stuff and then all the attacks, it will be good. Yeah, I'm pumped. Pumped.
You ready?
Get rid of them dirty demons.
They're not dirty. They're lovely.
Want to cuddle.
They want to cuddle and then chop your head off.
Yeah,
because they're
exactly.
Slaanesh.
So what we're playing today?
We're playing Battle Lines, funnily enough, from the 2021 mission pack.
Yes.
So it should be fun. Gone for a traditional 60 by 44 inch, and you can sort of probably see just the tops of the terrain already, so you can probably tell which battle mat we are using.
Yeah.
I don't think there's much more to say.
No.
Again, we'd like to hear feedback about lighting and all that good stuff. Hopefully it shouldn't be too much of an issue today because we are filming during the day. We should have quite a lot of natural sunlight.
You can see our ugly monks.
Yes.
Properly this time.
In high definition. Right, let's go on. Let's move to the armies. See the armies. Let's see the armies.
Move to the armies.
Move to the armies. Yeah, will be a subscribe button just down here. If you click it, that'd be great. And please check out our sponsors, Elysian Wargames, as well. So, without further ado, let's go see them armies.
Welcome to the Grey Knights side of this battle today. Really excited to use them. Obviously, as you know, Grey Knights are insanely elite, but they are insanely good at the same time. HQ, the Warlord is Draigo. He is mental, especially against Demons. 3-up in Vun, and his Warlord trait, I think, annoys in Vuns as well. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Be'lakor. Second HQ, a Brother Captain. He has been upgraded with a hammer, and I have upgraded him with sort of like upgrading him to like a chaplain master in the Space Marine Codex, to give him Servant of the Throne, which gives him once per game, a 3-up in Vun. Could be quite crucial against some of the hard hitting stuff in Jimmy's army. And then rounding off the HQ is a Librarian. Again, as everyone knows, Psychic is a massive thing with Grey Knights, but rather than saying it right now, I'll go in on my first Psychic phase and explain what they have and what they do. Rounding off the troops, I have 3 5-man squads, all with different sort of stylings. So there's a 5-man squad with the multiple blades, the halberds, and the Nemesis Falchions at the back there. My logic being is I'm just going to give them a go, see which style I like. Again, the halberds are more hard hitting, but the swords are AP, and then the multi-blades obviously are multiple attacks. I feel like that might be the better solution with all these demons. Going into my elite, I have right at the back over there with a very impressive paint job. To be fair, I should have really mentioned earlier, this is a borrowed army from our good friends. Just like the Thousand Sons, they are absolute bosses, and let us lend these armies for the time being. Showcase their beautiful paint jobs, kind of like a Trojan sort of Greek style going on. There's some more kits that we are not showcasing today, but I'm sure we will do, where they've done, again, a fantastic job. So thank you very much indeed. But yeah, going back to the Ancient with the impressive banner over there, he's sticking around, using his auras, being a little of a nuisance to the Demons. And then we go into the 7-man Paladin squad. Again, all kitted with different stuff, halberds, hammers, force slaves. 2 of them have side cannons, obviously points have been added. Going over to the heavy is the Dread Knight. This guy, from what I've read, seems an absolute tank. He's got the incinerator cannon and the heavy silencer, Gatling silencer, that's the one. And I've upgraded him with the hammer as well. Again, should be able to smash some of these demons, so we shall see what he can do. And I'm probably going to say this wrong, but I have got a 5-man squad of Purgifiers. Purgation. There we go. Thanks. Purgation. I'm reading my writing, I can't read it. Purgation squad. They've got all the 3 different variants, so the flamer, the side cannon, and the silencer. Just sort of showcasing the weapons and basically trying to get a bit of a groove of what I would like to do with the Grey Knights. And that is it for my army. Very elite, but hopefully it'll do the business. Again, I will go over Psychic in the battle because there's quite a lot going on. I have given 2 relics, one to the Librarian, who's got Artisan Nullified Matrix, which gives a 9-inch aura, any Psychic, which is the whole squad, perils do not work. So I feel like that is quite good, saves me spending some CP down the line. And I have given the Brother Captain, so I've burned a CP, the Relic, which gives me basically a +1 to my armour, so in the sense of 1 up armour save, and a 5 up feel no pain. The idea being he's getting him onto the Demon's ranks, and I think it probably would benefit him really, really, really well. The Brotherhood is sort of like the cult for Thousand Sons or play companies for the Death Guard. I've gone for the Rapiers. They all get a psychic power on top of what they already do.
Rapiers.
What did I say?
Raptures.
You know what? I'm going to say Rapiers for like the duration. Rapiers. I'll get there in the end. I'll get there. One day, guys. So basically the psychic power is +1 attacks. So feeling, again, stacking on top of the already attacks would be brilliant. A lot to go through. Apologies for some of the pronunciations. I am new to this army. Secondaries. I have gone for Destroy the Demon. It's a Grey Knight one. Get points for killing demons, basically. Why not when inversing a whole demon army? Should be quite easy to do very well on that. Warp Ritual. Need to get in the middle of the board and do some psychic actions with these characters, but I don't see why that shouldn't be a problem. And then behind enemy lines, getting 2 guys into his deployment, start bagging them points. I feel like it's going to be a bit of a frenzy in the middle, purely for the objectives are 4 of them, 2 being in the middle, but I'm sure I can sneak up there and bag some cheeky points that way. I believe that is everything. Going over to them nasty little demons.
My 1,500 points of Slaneshi Demons. Oh, and a guest star, Mr. Be'lakor. But he's not the Warlord. The Warlord today is the Keeper of the Secrets. I have given them the Sinister Hand, which if I kill something in close combat, I get D3 wounds back. I've given him the Relic, the Soul Stealer, so if I slay anything in combat or per model, I get a wound back. So I'm going for a nice healing theme here. His Warlord trait is Bewitched Aura, so you subtract 1 from the attack rolls within 6 inches of him. Pretty nice, seeing that Grey Knights gained an attack. He's going, no, no, no! And he has Mesmerizing Aura as well. It's just a built-in ability, so it's subtract 1 to hit rolls in melee. So not only am I minusing, getting rid of everything. His psychic powers are Symphony of Pain. He knows Smite and Hysterical Frenzy. Moving over to Be'lakor. He has Betraying Shades and Penumbral Curse, I think it is. Then moving over to my troops, I have 4 units of normal Slaneshi Demonettes. They are Unit 20, all have an Alluricin and a banner, or an icon, I think it's called in 40k. So, I think if reality blinks, multiples can come back. So they are all identical there. Then moving over to my elite slots, I only had points for one Fiend, but we do have plenty more, so we will be using this army again, I imagine, fairly soon. And Mr. Kai will probably be using them, and we will bring probably a lot more of them, and maybe a few more chariots as well. I just wanted to spam Demonettes today. Then moving over, we've got 2 units of 5 Seekers, just to try and get up there, get me one of my secondaries. And moving over, we have a chariot. My secondaries today are engage on all fronts, retrieve Octarius data, and assassination. It's got 4 characters. I think I can take them out. I've got quite quick moving a quick moving army, so I should be able to get in to all the table quarters. And whilst I'm in all the table quarters, I might as well retrieve Octarius data. So that is the Slaneshi Demons today. Let's go on to deployment and then the roll-off. Right guys, before we go into the roll-offs, just normally we'd do our pan shots. So if you're new around here, go back and check out some of the old battle reports. You'll see that we pan over to give you an idea of how we set up. But in this setting, we're going to struggle. So we're just going to abandon that segment for now. And then we'll return it at a later date when we're able to pan over cameras and whatnot. Because as you can see, we've got a bit of a problem with being cut off from one side of the board. Plus, when it comes to normal deployments, how you would probably do, because we've surprisingly we've done 2 long ways. I don't know how we're going to tackle this going forward as well. I don't want to just play long ways missions again. We might be able to get away with one of the triangle ones for the next one, but we'll have to see, and we'll have to plan that accordingly. Yeah, but let's head to the roll-off, sir.
You got your dice?
I do have my dice.
Right, go on, roll in number 4.
Hey, yeah. 2.
For a 5.
Yeah, cool.
Looks like Grey Knights took the initiative. Turn 1 movement and command phase is done for the Grey Knights. Very cagey from my side. Realistic, I wanted turn 2 to see what Jimmy would do. Just because of the locus of swiftness, a lot of them things are going to be in my face quite quickly. And if I go too far out, I might get swamped. Especially against Be'lakor and his deleting invulnerable saves. So, regards to primaries, yeah, won't get really great to start with. But if I'm doing very well at the end of the game, you know, clawing them 15s then. So, there's plenty of time. My Warlord has put all rerolls onto my Terminators, just in case anything happens. And the banner, obviously 6-inch bubble, gives +1 attack to these. So all this is getting that as well, which is good stuff. These guys on the left flank have scuttled forward, just staying in the ruins, seeing what happens round over here. The Dread Knight moved over, weighing up my options. Because I deployed him quite early on, realistically I don't want him facing Be'lakor just yet. Plus, I can just see straight through into the Chariot or maybe the Keeper of Secrets as well. But we'll get there after the Psychic phase. Psychic phase, a lot's going to go off, so we'll go on camera for all of it to showcase potentials and what they can do. So I'll get my dice, check the rules, and we'll be back in the Psychic phase, guys. So, Psychic phase, not a lot's really going to be demonstrated, unfortunately, purely for the range. A lot of it's 12-inch and visible, and obviously he's quite a long way for the time being. So, I am going to start off with Hammer Hand on this unit here, on themselves. So, needing a 5. Let's get one more dice. Can he deny?
Yeah, just that unit.
Okay. So, needing a 5 on this one. Nope, doesn't go off. Right. So in that case, I will do the Terminators, and I will do Hammer Hand on them. For a 7, I don't think you can die, can you?
I'm not within range.
Brilliant. So that means that unit is Hammer Hand, and they get to reroll wound rolls, just in case anything does get into their flanks. A lot of the offensive stuff can't really go off. So I'm going to go onto the Librarian for Sanctuary. And again, I'm going to put it onto these Terminators here, just in case. Okay, clearly doesn't want to go off today. That doesn't go off. What else does he have? Right, this is one I do want to go off. He has Gate of Infinity. I'm going to put it on to these guys here. I think I need a 7 for a 6. Again, no. So the Psyker Librarian didn't do anything that turn. So after that abysmal start with the Psychic, I am going to do Sanctuary from the Warlord into these Terminators. For a 9, that goes off, giving them a 4-up invuln until my next Psychic phase. His other Psychic powers are Ghostly Bonds, which is all about movement for the enemy. He's too far out. And the other one, again, is too far out. So I will go on to the Ancient. He has the Vortex. No, he doesn't. He has Gate of Infinity as well. Again, I'm going to try and put it onto these Marines up front just there. Doesn't go off. I will burn CP to try and activate that. Again, doesn't go off. What a brilliant start to the Psychic phase. We did the last Psychic power off camera, which was the Warlord giving, if it went off, would give +1 damage to Nemesis weapons, which was going to go on the Terminators. Fortunately, I rolled Snake Eyes. Would normally perils, but with the relic from the Librarian, anything with 9-inch perils doesn't happen, basically. Well, it happens in the sense it doesn't work. It just happens that I don't lose mortal wounds, which I'm very happy about that one. So, sorry for not showcasing the best of the Grey Knights, but maybe turn 2 and 3 when he's in once my ranks. That's when it starts to really go off. A lot of the Grey Knight stuff, especially the troops, have set Psychic powers like Hammer Hand, so once it's gone off, obviously you can't do it again. There is some fantastic Psychic powers in this, so it's again, over the next couple of battles, we'll hope to show you what they can do. With this Grey Knight army, they get +1 to deny, like Thousand Sons get +1 to cast. There's a lot of stratagems with the denial. There's nothing as I can see with regards to casting. Otherwise, I would have used it to try and max out some of the lower scoring points. But that is that. So the only one that does go off, ironically, is this guy, them guys down there with Hammer Hand, so they get to reroll all wounds against anything, which is great stuff. So, probably a little bit of slight shooting, maybe the Dread Knight. I'll see what's in range, and we'll get back to you guys. See you then. Shooting phase. From measuring up, nothing is in range, which is a little bit of a bummer. The Gatling Silencer is a 24-inch range, and this guy is 25-inch, which is a little bit rubbish, but it is what it is. So that is that. Very, very short turn for me. Not totally worried, purely for the fact that I'm not in danger yet. We'll see what Jimmy can do in Demons, turn 1.
So, turn 1 for the Demons of Slaanesh and Be'lakor himself. Everything has pretty much advanced apart from these units back here. This unit has moved around slightly just to kind of block off a little bit, but then I realised I needed to do Octarius data, so these ladies have stayed put. They're doing Octarius data. So far, I believe I am just out of getting engaged, but I do have some cheeky charges that will go off, and hopefully Be'lakor can get in as well. I have advanced the Keeper, and she rolled a 6, so she has gone, I think it's like 20 inches or something. No, just under 20 inches, 18 inches. Be'lakor advanced 5, so he's gone 17. And then we have the Chariot in the middle. That has gone an additional 3. These ladies went, I think 5 or maybe, 5 or 6, one of the two. These guys only advanced 2. Fiend is doing his job in protecting this corner from any dirty deep strikers. And that's about it for now. So I'm going to go into my psychic phase. I will be doing the Betraying Shades and maybe a smite with Be'lakor, and then I will probably do a smite and Symphony of Pain with the Keeper of Secrets. So we will do those now. I'll just grab my dice and we'll be back in a moment.
Psychic phase, Be'lakor is starting off the show doing his 2 psychic powers.
Yeah, I'll start with smite because it's nice and simple, and it will have to go into the group of chaps in front.
Okay.
So it is on a 3, nothing happens. And then finally I will be doing, I think it is Betraying Shades, and I'll be doing this on the Terminator squad. It's pick an enemy within 18 inches and visible to the Psyker, and goes off on a 6, and then I roll the amount of attack dice that they have, which is unmodified. So is it 4 attacks each? 3 attacks each? Whatever it is. Pick it up to 6 in the unit, times that by the amount of attacks, roll that amount of dice. Any 6s are mortal wounds.
Cool.
So it goes off on a 6. Goes off on a 7.
I'm going to burn CP for Hex Graphic Wards for 1 CP. Means I can roll 3d6, discarding the lowest. And obviously because I'm a Grey Knight, I get +1 anyway. So we'll see what I can do. Got my dice. Yeah, for a 10, absolutely bosses it. So that means a failed attempt there. Going over to the Keeper of Secrets.
Yes, let me just quickly see what Symphony of Pain goes off.
Do you want to quickly do a smite first?
Yeah, I'll quickly do a smite.
While we're here.
Smite on the Nemesis Knight is in the
yeah. True.
So
doesn't even go off.
Doesn't go off.
The psychic phase for both sides is going brilliant.
Do you know what? I will just quickly roll one of them. Check off camera. Guess I might roll a double one then. Might look. 5. No, I think it is 6 or higher.
I'll just roll anyway.
Yeah,
for denies for a 7. Brilliant.
So it makes no difference. What a psychic phase, ladies and gentlemen.
Marvellous. Shooting, there is none. Be'lakor has none. Keeper not. Nope. I'm fairly confident there isn't. Brilliant. Shooting. Tick. Psychic. Tick. Charge phase. Let's measure up, get the dice, and see what Jimmy can do. Charge phase. Be'lakor is going into my strike squad down there on that objective. I think he's needing a 7. And then the Keeper of Secrets needing an 8 is going into my Dread Knight. I am going to burn another CP for Overwatch. So we will do Be'lakor first, because I can get my dice afterwards. Good luck. God bless my little men against this towering Monferno. Needing a 7.
Gets a 7.
Lucky boy. Be'lakor's in. Keeper, you might as well roll, see what you're getting. Ooh.
I'm going to change dice, baby, because these ones have rolled plenty of 1s and 2s, so needing an 8. 12.
Sound. I'll obviously roll the shots. I don't think I can one-shot kill him, so it doesn't matter, but I'll see if I can do any damage along the way. Starting with the Keeper of Secrets into my Dread Knight. He has burnt 1 CP for what, good sir?
Aura of Acquiescence. So I get rid of one of your attacks, and then I believe I think it's my Bewitching Aura. Yeah, it is my Bewitching Aura, my Warlord trait. I subtract an attack. So how many does your Dread Knight have in total?
He'll have 3 now.
So I'll have 3 attacks. Cool. So anyway, and then he has exploding 6s because of his exaltedness, and he heals a bunch if I kill him. So
Could do. Go for it.
So here we go. So I need in 6s really, but hitting on 2s. So that basically just puts that back in, and then I'm wounding on 3s.
Correct.
Ooh, that's not good. 3 invuns to take. Good, sir.
Cool. I'll get my dice and see what I can do. 4 ups needed.
That's 9 damage. And then I've still got my pincers, which are still -3, flat 3 as well.
Yeah, I'll wear it. Bad rolling continues for Mr. Sharp. Can he finish off the Dread Knight? Now the Sliving Claws.
Pincers are what they are. So that goes back into there. And then 4s now. Ooh.
It was not meant to be.
It was not meant to be. No. Cool.
Surprise, surprise. I'm going to burn 2 CP to interrupt.
I thought you might.
Cool. See if I can take some wounds off before he deletes that squad.
Be'lakor now being attacked by the strike squad.
Yeah, so I'm hitting on 4s. Unfortunately, because Be'lakor can't re-roll, which is great. But I can re-roll all wounds because Hammerhand went in. So I'm wounded on 5s, but get to re-roll them. There is some strats to give me +1s and stuff. Just because I burnt 2 already, I'm not going to pump too much in. I'd rather get it into, like, you know, the mob buff guys. Cool. Right, so hitting on 4s.
Not bad.
5s re-rolling because of Hammerhand.
2. Reroll.
Okay, that's a lot better. That's a hell of a lot better.
Jeez.
So that is 8 inruns I need you to do. Looked out a little bit with the reroll thanks to Hammerhand. So sort of swings around about with luck, I guess. Be'lakor has a 4-up invuln, so see what you can do.
That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 wounds taken off from a strike squad.
Do you want to CP just to
I
give him a
will
little bit more?
CP one of them, yes. Yeah.
Cool, so 10.
10 wounds gone. Jeez.
Wow, these boys were thirsty for it. Be'lakor might be downgraded, so Jimmy needs to read what his stats are and we'll get his dice ready. Be'lakor has taken a pounding to the face. Be'lakor has now got 5 attacks. Still hitting on 2s, wounding on 2, well, insta-kill on 2 actually, because no invuns and armor saves. So, let's see if we get full house.
No, typical. And 2s. 2 dead.
Brilliant. 2 strike squads down.
Nemesis Dread Knight now going into the Keeper of Secrets. Hitting on 4s because of technically 2 -2s, but
doesn't stack.
Doesn't stack, unfortunately.
2 whole attacks.
Yeah.
Looking for
4s.
4s, re-rolling the 1s. No, re-rolling all of them because of the... I got the... my Warlord command thing. 2 hit. Freeze to wound. Just because obviously you're a demon, I get reroll 1s. Doesn't matter. You're in ones.
They'll buff them.
So it's 6 already, and then this is two D3s. Actually, no, it's roll 1 though, it makes no difference. No, I roll it. So for two, so 10 damage.
Oh, jeez, this has been a painful fight, these.
What a crippling game so far. A lot of the big characters are down to their lowest bracket, if not very close to it. But Jimmy is burning 3 CP to fight again with Be'lakor. How can you do that? Be'lakor has all the demon keywords, Nurgle, Slanesh, Tanich and Khorne. So I don't see why he can't use a Khorne stratagem. So he's going to burn for 3 to strike again. Hopefully getting rid of these guys once and for all. So, 5 attacks, good sir.
Yes.
That's
All
a lot
hits.
better.
I'll just win all these.
Well done. Squad is wiped.
That's what should have happened last time.
Absolutely.
End of Demons turn 1. Not a bad turn. I'm just kind of gutted I wasn't able to kill off that Dread Knight, seeing that it absolutely pummeled me. But hey hell, it doesn't really matter. Right. I've scored 3 for engage on all fronts, thanks to the Keeper being in this quarter, Be'lakor being in this quarter. These guys are just out of the other quarters, and these guys have got no hope and chance. Retrieve was done on here. I'm in a strong position to score some primaries next turn. Moving over to Grey Knights. Turn 2.
Turn 2. And the Grey Knights have pushed a little bit forward. I've kept my heavy weapons guys off the board for this turn. Jimmy has screened them out the back. And obviously I ideally want them up there, but there's plenty of time to go. So these guys have shuffled forward. This is a barricade and the descriptions are difficult terrain, so it would be -2 to the charge if obviously I go for that. Same goes here with these guys on this side onto the Seekers. Terminators, the big blob have moved up. The Librarian has moved over here to make sure Objective 1 is staying put if these guys do charge. The Dread Knight is staying put in combat as well, because I can get some shots off and hopefully clink him down some more wounds. Psychic Phase needs to be a good one, because he's going to score quite a lot of secondaries if I don't do anything to these Seekers. So I'll get the dice, see what I'm going to do, and we're back in the Psychic Phase. Psychic Phase starts with these guys down here. The Brother Captain is going to do Vortex of Doom into the Seekers, needing a 7. No, my luck continues.
Yep.
Flipping over, I'm going to do Hammer Hand with the Strike Squad on themselves for a 7. Do another 9? Nope. Hammer Hand goes off on them to get re-roll the wounds. Going over to my Librarian now, I am going to do Sanctuary onto this squad of Marines, giving them a 4-up if it goes off. For an 8, did I? Nope. So they are on a 4-up in Vun. And then I'm going to put Armoured Resilience on himself, giving him a 1-up save if he needs to, basically. For an 8. Again, goes off. So that was fun. I'll have a little think about what this side's going to do. Possibly a few smites. Yeah. I'll have a little think and I'll be right back. After a little think, I'm going to do the Ghostly Bonds from my Warlord into the Seekers, which I think halves their movement, just in case they don't die. I know they might stay there, but it will restrict their movement. Ideally, I would do it on the Seeker, so he has no reign of where he can go. But that is all I can do. And then I'm going to put Smite from the Terminators, the Ancient, and himself into Be'lakor. And then going over this side, I'm going to do the same. So I'm going to put Smite from them and then them. So for coherence reasons, I'm going to do the Warlord, Terminators, then the Ancient, and obviously it goes up and up and up if it goes off. I'm still within 9 inch of all of them, so perils is not an issue, which is lovely jubbly. So, Ghostly Bonds for a 6. It is going off on a 5, so that's jubbly lovely, everyone. So, I'll read the rules properly, but I'm fairly sure that means they are half moved. Smite into Be'lakor for a 5, goes off. That needed.
Deny with Be'lakor. Denied.
Brilliant. Terminators into Be'lakor for a 6, goes off.
Deny now with the other geezer. 6 matches. Still goes off, doesn't it?
Yes, but you need to deny higher. D3 mortal wounds. Yeah. For free. Cool. And then the ancient needs a 7 now for a 10. And then D3. Bellicor is no more.
What a rubbish model he is.
What? Coming over to this side, I will do the Dread Knight into the Seeker. Nope, doesn't go off. And then the Marines again. No, doesn't go off because I needed, I think, an 8 or something ridiculous. Very good. Bellicor's no more, bagging me a few points towards one of my secondaries. Right, going on to the shooting and seeing what I can do there.
Nemesis Dread Knight now. Going into, or shooting everything, into the Keep Your Secrets.
Yeah, so hitting on 5s because he's degraded, so not my 4s, but obviously.
Yep.
But because of the Warlord's aura I put on him in the command phase, he's rerolling all it because he is core. So that is that so far. So 5 hits so far. It's 5s to wound, but rerolling 1s because it's you're a demon. 3 invulns.
Misses. Here we go.
Reroll.
Oh, I didn't realise.
Alright, yeah. This is exactly the same before.
Just lost 1 wound.
Cool, and then it's the Flamer getting for 10, which is good stuff.
That is not good stuff at all. That is not good.
Auto hits, it's strength 6, so again it's still 5s, but we're rolling 1s. Very good, very good. Reroll that one. No, so it is 6 invulns again.
Damage on this one?
Just the ones.
Okay.
Very good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh wow! So he is down to 3 wounds remaining. Dun 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 dun. The strike squad is shooting into the Seekers, getting 20 shots, hitting on 3s. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. And then you'll be wounded, funnily enough. Maybe on 4s? I would have to check the toughness.
I think it's 4s. 4s are rolling 1s because of the Brother Captain's aura. Well, it turned around. 2, 4, 6, 8 invulns. Just for reference, they're toughness 3, so it would have been 3s, but I rolled spicy and missed one with 2, so it's irrelevant.
There's 2 passed, and that's 1 dead, 2 dead, 3 dead.
Brilliant. Good stuff indeed. Brother Captain hitting on 2s this time. All hit. We're on 3s. Drop 2, so it's 2 more invulns, good sir.
The captain here shot into here and caused 2 wounds, but I passed both invulns. This squad here now shooting back into these Seekers. So, if you'd like to roll your dice, 10 dice, I believe.
Yeah, hitting on 3s again. Wounding on 3s, we're rolling on 1s. Waste of time. 3.
3, baby. 3, 5s required. Nope. 1 is alive on 1 wound. All these shots here, so Draigo, the Brother Ancient, and the Terminators are all going into these Seekers. Will they survive? We will find out in a moment.
And they are no more. Just the Stormbolters alone manages to kill them off. Probably should have shot something else. I'm not sure if you can shoot through crates, but whatever. Get him off objective 3 is more important right now. Hopefully either I get the charge or he rolls bad on his morale. I think he needs probably a 1 to survive, which could happen. So, fairly happy with shooting phase. It is now into the charge phase. I am going to charge the Brother Captain and the Strike Squad into the Lone Seeker. I feel like it's a very big charge purely because of the -2. These guys are going to go into the keeper. Yeah, going into the keeper. Sorry, I had a little think there. Probably needing a 4 or a 5 because of the -2 of these guys are staying put for the time being. Right, so I will start with these guys because I feel like it's the easiest one to achieve. For a 9, goes down to a 7, pretty comfortable. Brother Captain, I'll just roll. I feel like it needs to be probably a 10 or something stupid. Does not go off. And then the Marines.
I think it was an 8.
I'll burn CP, why not? For a 9. I'm fairly sure they get in. We'll measure up and we'll be back in the fight phase, guys. Just how nasty Celeste Demons can be, they obviously potentially get to fight first in the fight phase, so he's electing the Keeper. 4 attacks now of his sword into the Dread Knight and the 2 talons into my Marines. Right, let's do the sword first.
Yep, it's hitting on 2s. I knew that happened. I just knew it. I just knew. 3s to wound. Yep. Oh, and a 6 is at minus.
Don't matter. Invuns anyway.
I can kill it if you fail one of these. No, it's down to 1 wound.
1 wound remaining on this heavily damaged Dread Knight. Go on then, 2 attacks into my Marines.
Yes. Both hit. Winded on 3s. 1 wound, minus redundant.
Normally it would probably go straight through, but because I have a 4 up invuln thanks to my Sanctuary, and bosses it. Brilliant. Next up it's me to attack. I'm going to go over here and try and finish that Flat Seeker.
Fight phase now! We are going into the Keep Your Secrets with this strike squad with double swords. So you do -1 to your attacks. I think they would normally get 5, so you're getting 4 each, am I correct?
Yeah,
and then,
yeah.
So basically 21 attacks, something like that. So hitting on 4s because it's -1.
We really ones because of that. You are a demon. That's pretty healthy. That's very healthy. 5 are rolling 1s. That's it.
Just 3.
4.
4. Damage 1 each, I imagine, yeah?
Correct.
That's baby! He's on 1 wound remaining.
Ooh.
Dread Knight now going into the Keeper of Secrets with 2 attacks.
Get to reroll because of the buff from my Lord. Yep, definitely hits. 3s, re-rolling 1s. Damn it. Just the 1 turn.
I need to pass this. I've got to stay alive. No! Oh well, I'm just going to burn 2 CP to bring it back. Oh yeah, baby!
What a turn. The first Demon Prince and the Keeper of Secrets is slain. Regards to my Destroy the Demon, it's pretty straightforward. 5 for a Primarch, so Magnus and Mortarion would bag me 5 if I kill them. A Monster Demon, so they are bagging me 3 each, so that's 6. And then I get 1 for every other unit. Obviously vehicles are free as well, but this does not have the keyword of the demon. It's the bigger one, the exalted version. Bagging me 8, which is pretty mental. So over the next turn, I can max that out and put that to bed. Scoring 5 for the primary though, only gives me 13 points this turn. Seems pretty mental since I did clear out 2 big geezers. Granted, he's going to come back with that bonkers stratagem, but that's how the game goes against Grey Knights. In a very good place, with this Terminator Blood still full effect. Hopefully can get up the board and take out some of these demons. Jimmy's going to have to break out because he's only holding 1 objective and I'm holding 2. So he's only going to score the 5, but there's plenty more to go. So, moving on to Demons, turn 2.
End of command phase. I get a command point back. End of movement. The Seeker Chariot has moved up there, getting ready to charge these. These guys have just moved up to charge these. These guys have just spread out so that they're trying to get rid of a 9-inch around. Well, we'll see. And then these guys here have moved out to do Octarius data. I am aware that I might be sacrificing Objective 3 for now, which is fine. I am going to aim to go over to Objective 4 with these 2 units and just plop them down and hope for the best. My Keeper of Secrets is up in the top corner, 9 inches away from the Librarian. I'm hoping I can get a nice big charge off there, and then that way at least I can go for assassination. During the psychic phase I did Symphony of Pain onto the Librarian, which would be subtract 1 from all hit rolls. I casted a 9, but Kyle rolled a 12. What else was there? There was a smite. I rolled a 6. He denied it on a 10. So nothing too much to see there. And then shooting phase. This army is known for its shooting. Every single demonette has a Gatling cannon, giving them all 20 shots each. So that's like 700 shots just in each group here. Unfortunately, I missed with them all because they're hitting on 7s. No, of course, there is nothing here for shooting phases. So we're just going to move straight on to the charges, and we're back in a moment. Charge phase. Demonettes going into here needing a 4. Demonettes going into here needing a 4. Chariot going into here needing about a 19. This one going into here needing a 9. So we'll just start with the easy one. We'll go for the Chariot first. In on an 8.
Good stuff.
This Demonette squad here needing a 4 to get in. Only just. Second Demonette squad needing a 4 to get in. They're in on an 11. That's what I could have done with her. And finally, this one up here needing a 9. I'll burn 1 CP. For a 10.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Everything's in. Should be a fun one. See what the Slanesh Demons do. Starting off with the Keeper of Secrets into my Librarian.
Starting with the sword. Requiring 3s. 4 at -3, so you're 4 up at save because of your...
My second power.
Yes. Fails 1. It's down to 2 wins remain, I think we said. 3.
Keep going.
Yeah,
you might overkill it, so it's irrelevant.
So, all of these hit. Crab claws. Chompy chompy. Needing 3s again. 3 more.
What's AP?
AP minus... I didn't roll any 6s, so 1 isn't at 4, so it's just 3.
I'll burn CP.
Yeah, and re-roll that 4, so...
No, dead.
Yeah.
Cool. Librarian, what damage are there? The claws?
3.
All 3s?
All
yeah,
3s.
there'll be no way, I don't think I'll 6. Cool, he is no more.
So, 2 CP is burnt to interrupt combat here. I am putting on the big blob that got in. I'm sticking Warp Surge on them, so I'm giving them a 4 up in bun. Kyle is doing... I can't remember what you said the strategy's called.
Deadly Efficiency, it's a Rapier all in 1,
yeah.
And gives me exploding 6s basically.
The exploding 6 is nice. The commander and 3 other guys are attacking the big blob, hence why I put Warp Surge on them. But 1 guy is doing it into the other blob in the hopes that he kills at least 1, and then that reduces these guys by an attack. So, if you like to do the big guys first...
I certainly would. 3s rolling 1s.
You rolled quite a few 6s there.
So, 1 there, 1 there. That's already hit. I got 3 enough, so yeah, there we go.
And then you'll be winding on
2s. I think they're these tough. They're +2,
yeah.
2, 2, and 2. Damage is relevant, obviously. 2s are rolling 1s because of demons. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 13. 4 up, sir. 13 fours required. Not bad, there's quite a few
3,
sixes.
4, 5, 6. 6 dead.
Brilliant. Very, very good. Right, I will get 3 more. Hitting on 3s. Double 2s. Wounded on 2s. Yeah, so 5 up in one on your other squad.
How many?
Just the one.
Just one. Nah, fuck it.
So 6 dead in there, 1 dead in there. That is all I needed regarding the other squad, saving me a few extra attacks off these guys. Good stuff. Right, back onto the demons. The big squad of 14 are going in, so 28 attacks.
28 attacks, hit on 3s. Oh, I am burning 1 CP here for Razor Sharp Caress, I think it's called, a Caress, something like that. So that it goes to AP -1, so -2 in total.
Cool.
Giving you a 5 up save. Any wound rolls of a 6 though, it's -4. So it's going straight through the armor.
Good.
So here we go.
Right, this is the big one. 5s needed to wound, and then any 6s we see are instant wounds.
So 1 goes through, and then you have 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4 armor saves, sir.
Okie dokie, I will get my dice and see what I can do. So 1's on 1 wound, see what I can do.
Lost it.
Absolutely smashed it. So, next up is the other squad of demonettes. Not as many attacks this time, and the razor sharp ability isn't in effect as well. 9 in combat, so 18 attacks. I'm thankful for that 1 being killed. Hitting on 3s.
5s and 6s. So 2 go straight through.
Cool,
And
so that's
then another 3 at -1 this time.
okie dokie. So 2 went through that turn.
Yep.
Wow. These guys are hungry to stay in this battle. Brilliant. I'll move the stuff and we'll see you in the next one. Next up, the chariot.
Yes, hitting on 3s. And then wounding on 4s, because it's actually strength 4. 1 goes straight through. So you're 4 up in them.
Yeah, luckily because that invuln does not. So 1 is on 1 wound remaining. Next up it is the tongues of the steeds this time. 1 hit.
Nothing.
Oh, cool. So 1 has lost a wound. Now it is my time to attack with them. And since Jimmy consolidated in after killing my librarian, the Dread Knight can get to attack him after. So we will get the dice. I'll consolidate into them and we'll see what I can do.
The attacks here now going into the chariot.
So this is obviously hitting on 3s for rolling 1s, winning on 5s purely because they've got the strength user. It's a little bit rubbish. Oh, that's... Thank goodness for you're being a demon. I mean, I still missed with 5. And then on top of that, that's all 1s. We'll pay it out a little bit. And 5s re-rolling them 1s. Reroll that one.
Is that 4 attacks? I think that was 4. No,
3.
3. Okay, cool.
3 invulns. 2 wounds down on the Seeker, down to all these strikes from the strike force. We went into the Dread Knight purely for the fact that he got a free shot. He hit twice, wounded twice, and look what dice roll we did. Double 6s across the board, baby! So I got 2 6s for the wounds and he got 2 6s for the invulns. So the Keeper is totally and utterly fine. I do believe that's it for the fight phase. I will give it back to Jimmy and we'll see how many points he scored and his views on his turn. See you soon.
End of my turn 2. I scored 5 for the primary, nothing on engage on all fronts because the keeper is level in line. Altari's data did go off in this quadrant, so that's good. It's good stuff. These combats were very disappointing on my part, apart from killing the character, which did bag me 3 for assassinate. I'm currently on, just doing quick maths in my head, 12, I'm on 15. 15 points so far to your...
I think 13.
13. Lovely jubbly. Close game, but it's going to be nasty. Nasty. Grey Knights, turn 3, coming up.
Turn 3 for the Grey Knights. What a low scoring game. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, because we're both scoring very, very low. Scoring none for the primary, purely because I'm holding just this one and we're both contesting it. Not to worry, because Jimmy's only scoring low as well, so it's not the end of the world. In the command phase, well, I have put the reroll all hits onto these Terminators. I feel like you know what's going to happen down the line. Endless bout between a demon and these guys. What more could you ask for from a demon and a Grey Knight list? The epic endless bout, as it is in all the lore. My brother captain has moved up, eyeing up potentially getting into here and doing some psychic rituals, bagging me points down the line. These guys have jumped out from the warp, holding objective 3 and looking to gun down some stuff over there, which should be lovely stuff. These have also been put in combat due to how bad Jimmy rolled last time. You know, I might take the edge and slowly clink off some more of these demonettes, which is the plan. But first, we go into the psychic. I need to do well, basically, and put him in a back foot. So I'll get the dice, see what I'm going to do, and we'll be right back, guys. See you soon. Psychic phase, and we'll do this side of the board to start with. The brother captain is going to do Vortex of Doom into the demonette and a smite as well. These guys are doing a smite on top of that, and these guys are going to do hammer hand on themselves to get the reroll wounds, thinking we might need it. Flipping over here, these are both 12-inch away from each other, so I'm going to choose to smite this guy as well, hopefully trying to, well, basically pop him, and then we'll go over to this side afterwards. So Vortex of Doom needing a 7 to go off against these demonettes. For an 8. You do not deny. So what happens is the squad suffers D3 mortal wounds, I do believe, and the squad around it suffers a mortal wound as well.
Cool.
I will just double check, make sure I've got it right, and we'll be right back, guys. Sorry, I stand corrected. Vortex is 2d3, managing to kill 5 of these demonettes and then 1 off the following squad. Next up, I will do a smite off him into them as well. Needing a 5, goes off. Oh, no, it's 11, isn't it? For 2 more. Keep them going. And then the actual squad in combat with them for a 10. And for the big 3 as well. Wow, smites are really going off. Next up, hammer hand into this this squad here. For 6, does go off and he's a 5, so they are re-rolling all their wounds. And then the last bit of this quarter of the psychic, I'm going to do smite into the chariot, needing a 7 this time for a super smite. I'll keep it. So I suffer D3 mortal wounds.
I will burn a CP, so you've suffered 2d3 mortal wounds.
Brilliant.
If you like to roll your 2d3 mortal wounds.
For 4.
So 2 dead.
Nope, not just yet. I get 5 up. Feel no pain against mortal wounds. So 1's dead and 1 is on 1 wound. And then... What a waste. Can I burn CP to reroll that? It's damaging it, yeah. I've got 6 down to 5. Yeah, I'll burn it. For 2. What eventful little psychic shenanigans there. So he's on 3 wounds remaining. 2 wounds, I apologise. Brilliant. Right, I'll have a little think on this side and we'll see what I can do. This side of the psychic, the Dread Knight did a smite into his long-term enemy, managing to take 2 wounds off because Jimmy failed to deny. The rest of them did smites, needing like an 8 and a 9, both failing. I peril on 1 because the Librarian's no more. Better CP to reroll it. I'd rather keep them around, especially if it's not going to go off, and if it's a super smite. The Warlord, he gave them a 4 invuln. The psychic power to give them more damage did not go off, so I have to wear that. So the Terminators have a 4 invuln. They have reroll all their wounds, and I think the rest have all done their smiting. Pretty successful, very happy. We'll get into the shooting phase.
This squad now going into my beautiful demonettes. So, how many shots do you get, sir?
So the 2 flamers first. For 6.
Strength.
6.
2s then.
Rerolling 1s because it's a demon. 6 invuns.
Cool.
So far, do you want to add it? I'll just
Yeah, I'll do it all at the same time. It doesn't make a difference, does it?
then I've got a silencer, which is 6. A better CP for
When you come out of the warp, you can
so they can get +1 a hit. So they so they go back to basically being freeze. Yeah. 4, so it's freeze this time. Rerolling the 1s. How many 2s? 2 more. And then the side cannon is heavy 3. Freeze. So you can see in 2s. This is 2s rerolling the 1s. Reroll that. Cool. Another 2.
Cool. So I believe that is quite a lot. So, needing 5s and 6s here. I see 1.
2.
2. Oh, yes. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 dead demonettes. Oh, jeez. With the end of the shooting phase now, we come onto the charge phase. So, this gentleman here needs a 7 to get into this chariot. The Terminators are looking for a big charge to get round to this side of the Keeper so that Draigo and his Bannerman can get in as well. So, sir, if you'd like to roll for... Where would you like to start?
The one I really want to re-roll and make sure I get into is this geezer. So I'll do these first. See where we're at with these. So with this Terminator squad for 6.
Should be the other side of him, either.
Yeah, that's what I wanted. Banner, I need a 3 for a 9. Should have been the other way around. And then Draigo, yeah, he's fine as well, so you can go 5s there.
And now you're 7.
And then 7 for this guy. I'll burn a CP.
Let's keep him, but...
I'll just double check if I can get here. Oh, can't.
Yeah, it's fitting through, that's the issue.
Can you go for your own troop?
I don't know. We would need to consult the rulebook.
Having a look through, we see no reason why you can't charge for your own guys. So please, if you have a piece of text that enlightens us, please let us know in the comments down below. I think you can. The question is, I said it's a 7, and just for the sake of it, I'm just going to stick at it and not go in. If, as I said off camera, if it is illegal and the 6 would have been fine, which would have been to get here, I am going to flip this table at Jimmy. So I'll move everything in, mainly these guys, and we'll see what we can do. Charging is irrelevant against the Slanesh Demon, so he's electing to keep his secrets first. He's putting all of his sword attacks into my banner, hoping to get 3 points for assassination, 2 into Draigo, and then the other 2 into the Terminus.
The Dread Knight.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
I didn't
try and finish it
that
off.
massive thing there. Cool. We'll start with the sword first then.
Yes, exploding 6s, please. Come
No, you
on,
can
mine.
fail 2.
No. And then it'll be 3s, I think. Strength 7. Yes. Typical. 2 regular invuns to take.
Yes. Putting him onto 2, I do believe. Where's the 2? Cool. Right. Dread Knight.
Dread Knight, yep. Buff it. These are from 4s. 1 at minus Redonkulus.
He's fine. And then Draigo.
Buff it. And then it'll be 3s. Oh, I don't matter because you have to use your input.
3 up invuns, both are fine. Cool. I am going to attack with. I'm going.
Charged units, it's going to be over here.
Oh, it's fine by me. Okay, I will do my Terminators then.
Cool. So we get your dice.
Yes, I will. I will get my dice and see what they can do.
Now the Terminator's hitting into the Keeper's Secrets with a big handful of dice, hitting on 3s.
Rerolling everything because of Draigo's aura. Pretty good still. Dropping just the 1. So that's the halberds, so they're strength 6, so it's 5s rerolling the 1s because you're a demon. Dropping them. No more, so 1, 2, 5 invuns.
Damage, sir.
2.
So if I fail these, he's dead. He is dead.
Next up, the demon nets into the marines. 22 attacks, so hitting on 3s, wounding on the 5s.
Yes. I see a lot of 2s.
6s are straight going through, but 5s to wound. So 2 6s.
And 2 wounds.
Okay, so 1 is dead, 1 is on 1 wound, and I'll see if I can survive any more. 2 are dead.
Attacking into the chariot now. Here we go.
3s rerolling, then 1s. Right. 5s rerolling everything because of a hammer hand. Right, so rerolling everything. It's a good roll regardless. Was that a 5 or?
No, it was 4.
That's very nice.
I think this is a dead chariot.
4, 6, 8, 11.
I will roll 4 dice.
Yeah.
It is dead. Does it explode? Chariots don't explode. But I did actually roll a 6, so it would have exploded. No!
And that's it for my 3rd turn. Only scoring 5, believe it or not, after all that carnage, which is all regards to the demons. So that was fun, right? Managing to plink off, obviously, a hell of a lot of wounds down there, and these guys staying put as well. Morale, Jimmy rolled a 6, killing 1, and then 1 in 1 failed. I rolled the 1, and they staying put that turn. That needs to go away. See ya. Dread Knight still on 1 wound. He is consolidated further up. These guys have stayed put around objective number 1 just for the time being. And that's really all to say. Maybe it was a bad idea doing bad enemy lines. I expected him to push out a lot further than this. But there is some time to get some cheeky little points if I work it out pretty well. He's going to probably burn 2 CP to bring his Greater Demon back, which is no surprise. Where? Who knows? But we shall address that in Jimmy's turn 3.
My turn 3. I score 10 on the primary for holding 2 and holding 4 for outnumbering the pesky Grey Knights. I've moved these guys up here, hiding behind here, just to give me some semblance of 5 points at the end. Then moving over here, I've moved these guys up 14 for the Fiend, because he was back here, and the Demonettes have moved up 7. And then obviously I burnt 2 CP at the end of Kyle's go to bring this geezer back, and he is 10 inches away from these guys, 9 away from this chap running here, so you know where my smite is going. And that's about it. So, moving on to my psychic phase.
I burnt the last CP to Overwatch, hoping the Flamers would get a little bit more shots, but managing to kill 3, rolled pretty solid with his invuns, so he needing quite an easy one, to be fair.
Yeah, 5. Sitting on a 7.
Brilliant, they're in, and then...
The Fiend needs an 8. Sitting on a 9. And then I'll swap out my dice for the Keeper of Secrets.
Cool.
Into the Brotherhood.
No worries.
Ooh. Why not? I'll burn my last CP. Woo, baby! For a 9.
Cool. He goes in. No one's got CP. Nice and easy, so we don't have to remember anything. Right. They'll get all these guys in, and we'll get straight into the charge phase. Charge phase, we've done that. The fight phase. Starting this fight phase, he is going to start with the big old juicy one. With my relic, I can get a 3-up invuln, which I'm going to pop, and he has a 5-up feel no pain, so I think he might need it.
I might as well combine all my attacks together, so 10 attacks, because regardless, I'll be wounding you on 3s, hitting you on 2s, same AP, same everything. I know some makes it AP minus whatever, but you've got 3-up invuln anyway, so
Yeah.
cool. So looking for them exploding 6s. So I've got 3, which basically just brings them back. And then wounding on 3s. Size 1, 2, 3. So that is 7.
Okie dokie. 1 goes through.
3 feel no pains.
And then 5s. Losing just the 1 wound. Demonettes to go now.
Into your... Do you want to show them which combat we do?
Over there.
Yeah, there we go. Hitting on 3s. Do you know what? That doesn't look bad at all. That was pretty good. I only dropped 3. And then wounding you on 5s. 6s are killing you outright. So I could do with 7 6s here to kill the squad.
Not
I
bad.
got 3. I got 4. 4. And then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at minus 1. 4-up saves required. And that's where you roll that.
I'll roll that again because can't. Looks like a rubbish one. So
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, the squad has been wiped.
beautiful stuff. This squad now into my Marines.
Yes. Hit on 3s. So that was not as good.
Roll that again. Damn it.
Yeah, nice try. Nice try. It was destined to be a hit. I think I might have accidentally picked up a 3 then, but I can't remember. I need at least 4 6s here to kill a squad. Yeah, because they don't have a thing gun now, do they? And that is at least 4 6s.
Good stuff.
With this squad being wiped, we now move over to the captain, the Brotherhood captain man, whatever he is. Brotherhood captain? Yeah. His attack's back, sir.
5, hitting on 3s but re-rolling 1s due to you being a big nasty monster. 3s. In 1s.
Failed 1.
I think it's flat 3.
Is it regular Thunderhammer?
Probably not. No, it's a Nemesis in it. Nemesis. Yeah, flat 3.
Flat 3. Cool. He is down to 13 wounds remaining. What a weird turn that was. The Demonettes finally showed up with their razor-sharp claws to kill some dirty Marines. I scored 10 for the primary because I was holding 4 and 2 at the beginning of the turn. I have scored 2 for engage because of the keeper being in that board edge. I moved these guys up here to guarantee it in this one, forgetting I have nobody in this board edge. So I feel like a wally. So yeah, 2 there. Octarius Date I didn't have a chance to do, and Assassinate I did not get. I am on 24 points to Kyle's 18. It's looking like a very close game. Grey Knights turn 4 coming up.
Nail-bitingly close this game means spending forever deciding what to do. 5 for the primary. Again, this one. Not really much else to say. I need to really get these off this. These pesky speedy freaks are really starting to peeve me off. So, move this guy around, hopefully riddling these down, hopefully getting rid of them off objective 3. He's just out, so if I kill these, then he's not going to bag that one. The troop have moved up, eyeing up these Demonettes. This guy has, Brother Captain has stayed in combat with the Celesti Demon. These have moved around. The pesky terrain would have made it a little bit easier, but some high rolling and charging possibly could bag me killing and getting 3 points that way. But we shall see. So, Psychic Phase. We'll do off camera and we'll see the aftermath to make it a bit more ooh. What I am going to do is put Vortex into, if it's the closest one, it possibly has to be this one, but the Vortex and a Smite. These guys are going to do Hammer Hand on themselves.
The only one do on camera. Do your Warp Ritual.
Yeah.
Because I will, that's the only one I'm going to attempt to deny.
So he has moved up here. He's within 6 inches of the middle of the board, so I can potentially bag some points for the Warp Ritual. So I think it's a 4 I need, even probably less. You will struggle.
Need a 6, baby. No.
Nope. So it bags me, I think, 3 points, maybe even 2, but I will work it out for the end of this turn. No more Psychic going in for him. And then the rest will probably be a bit more smitey smite. But I will recap at the end of the Psychic Phase. What a Psychic Phase that was. He is no more. And no CP means no coming back. This Dread Knight got a Super Smite off, but the reason I re-rolled it is because I wanted him to anchor on this objective because he's within 3. If he dies, these would have to stay back. Might not be much of an issue with this guy gone, but, well, here, who knows? Because I did it in sequence, he was the first one. He could have got a 6 with wounds left, but I wasn't going to risk it. These all did smites. He got a perils. I have no CP to reroll, so now he lost 3 wounds. Sanctuary went off on these Terminators as well, giving them a 4 in Vun, and everything else basically succeeded, which was into a beautiful, beautiful place. So I got 3 for the Veil, working out, and then I got 3 for the Greater Demon then. We'll go on to shooting. We'll do this off camera and see the devastation afterwards. And Objective 4 and Objective 3 are totally unmanned. This guy, like we said, is out by a sliver. The shooting really paid off, and then unfortunately with morale, it killed the last guys on objective number 3. So I scored only 2 for Destroy the Demon because I've maxed it out. If not, I would keep going. Warp Ritual managed to get off, so I scored 3. If I do another turn, it goes to 7, and then on third success, it goes to 12. So I should be comfortably be able to do that next turn with one of the two Marines there. Still low scoring though, only scoring 10 that turn, but the whole game has been that intense and knocking back and forth. It shows that it's not one-sided, which we always love. So we will go on to turn 4 for the Demons. It possibly might be a bit of a calculation for turn 4 and 5 to see who could win, but we'll have a little think and see what Jimmy's going to do.
Turn 4 for the Demons. I've moved. I've conga lined them to hide them, as you can see, best I can. I've taken this guy and hidden him as well. So I scored 5 for the primary. That is my turn 4. I am not getting into combat. I'm not doing anything like that. I'm trying to play it as though we're at a tournament. I'm just trying to rack up points. The whole point of this is to try and score 10 points and see if that can do me anything. Personally, I don't think it will. I've got 1 CP, which I can save for my turn 5 potentially for something, but I feel like he's going to get smited off the board anyway. So we might just have to call it there.
We'll do turn 5 as what would happen, because there might be a chance I can shoot if I get up here with my Marines. I have some stuff I need to do with regards to
Psychic Ritual.
Yeah, and stuff. So we need to play it out because we're so close to the end, and then we'll probably come back to the recap.
Yeah, I think we'll come back for a full turn 5 recap, which is something I don't think most channels would do, but I think, as you can tell, I'm not going to do anything in my turn 5. It's literally going on to Grey Knight's turn 5 now.
So, just a really recap of what I would do, or have done, should I say. So, the Brother Captain has moved on to this objective here, just to make sure it's anchored well and truly. The Strike Squad have moved into the ruins so they can eye up the Fiend, potentially if they can kill him, stopping him from getting 10. Draigo has moved into the middle of the board, and he's going to try and attempt to do Psychic Ritual. There's no denies, so realistically, I don't think they'll really fail it. The Brother Captain has stayed put. My logic being is the whole plan of the game was to do Gate Affinity on a Marine or Terminators and teleport them up to the top of the board, but because Jimmy's screened for so long, it completely wasted it. So that secondary was a bit of a waste. But if that goes off, that'll bag me 2 points, which just adds a little bit more. And the Dread Knight is just staying put on this objective here. I scored 10 for the primary, because obviously these two. And Draigo has put the re-rolls onto the Terminators. The logic being they can try and shoot the Demonettes off that objective with all their re-roll hits. Cool. So we'll just go straight into the Psychic. There's no denial. So the Ritual, I think it gets +1 every time you have to do it. So I think it's something like a 5 I need. Goes up a 6, absolutely. So that gives me another 2 points to the Ritual. And then the Gate of Infinity goes off on a Super Gate. So I will move them.
Do you want to do your smite onto the Fiend as well?
Can they see?
Yeah.
Right, cool.
It's the only squad that can.
And then they can do smite. Goes off a 6. D3 mortal wounds for the big 3. Cool. So the Terminators are going to go up the board. The Fiend's lost 3 wounds. We'll do some Stormbolter shots into him, see if I can clink him through these guys, and then obviously the Terminators up top are going to do that as well. I'll roll the shots off camera, and we'll get into the recap of what is going to happen. See you then, guys. What a productive little turn for me. The Stormbolters and Smite has killed the Fiend, killing his last chance of getting 10 points. I got the Psychic off, and the Terminators had Deep Strike right down here. With Draigo's reroll ability on them, they basically whittled them down with the Psy Cannons and the Stormbolters to 6, is there? Or 5?
There's 5.
5, and then he's lost a couple, I think 2 or 3 to
lost
morale.
3 to morale, the rest to shooting.
Brilliant. Obviously, he's been very tactical with making sure he's killed the range of my charge, but then killed the back, and I was staying in objective number 2. So I needed a 10. I had 1 CP.
And then my turn. Yeah. There we go. Cool. I've just got 5 points.
So that is it. We'll add up the points, and we'll come back to the recap of the game. Oh, your head's been sliced off, and much of the film you were sliced off. That's probably how he feels right now. And we'll come to the recap with the points and the overview of today's game. See you there soon. Hugs and kisses.
There we go. That is it. Did my tactic of hiding do anything? What did you score?
57.
Guess what I scored, ladies and gentlemen? You're damn right I did. 37 points. Oh, I lost. The Demons.
Very low scoring if you're really averaging it out.
You're very low scoring.
I don't know if you can see, but no one maxed out primaries. No one ever got 15.
No.
So did you get 15?
No, I got 10. 10 was the highest I got.
There you go. So, yeah. Grey Knights against Demons. It's uphill battle for you. Let's just elephant in the room it. But then you got flip side. You can get a Grey Demon back for every 2 CP. So I feel like it's fair. There is a lot of demon related things in Grey Knights Codex, shocker, that can make it even worse. I didn't want to do it because I felt like it's too cliche, and if you was at a tournament, you wouldn't have the luxury of changing your relics. You just go with the flow. So like the free up in Vun, which bear in mind was pretty epic, but I tried to make it so it was semi-fair to a demon army. But turn 2, turn 3, it could have been anyone really. It really could have done. When you brought him back and you kept anchoring me down, it was literally like you grabbing my collar and bringing me back. So like came in, stopping my ritual. You know, I only scored 2 for line breaker. It's not called line breaker anymore, but behind me lines. 2 points. Engage would have been better, but my plan was to use the gate straight up in the board. My only thing I probably would have changed is I'd probably have paid the points for the Dread Knight to Deep Strike. So I could have had some of the strats where the deep striking stuff could have like hits and stuff like that, or I could have bombed him in. But I was worried of putting too much off the board and you screening me, which he kind of did anyway, and that was with 1 unit, which lasted a turn on turn 3. Just shut you down 15 basically. So it saved 5 points probably in total, which for 110 points, like 22 points each, whatever. I mean, really good game. Demons, obviously, the staple. They've been around for a long time with 8th edition Codex and Engine Wars. Obviously, little tweaks to them. So it'll be interesting to see how they go in 9th edition. But they held pretty well considering an 8th edition Codex.
Yeah. One thing, if anybody does watch this from the design team, Demons wise, I think they should have a 6-up shrug against mortal wounds to do with psychic powers, because you are generating stuff from the warp and they are from the warp, so they should have some buff against psychic abilities. That's my only criticism, because you were able to just smite. I get that you can do that with Thousand Suns as well, but it's just one of them things where personally I think I'd have preferred it if I had some sort of defense.
Yeah, I get that. But then it's going against psychic army. I mean, to be fair, like you said, you are kind of made out of psychic energy. So yeah. You never know. You got to think like all these new codexes, like the Grey Knights, the Thousand Suns. I'm not totally sure if it's coming out before or after, but give it a check. Have a little look see, because again, it's layer and layer and layer. I've got so much stuff going on in this list, and you'd have to probably be a hardcore Grey Knight and hardcore Thousand Sun fan to totally appreciate the book and get it totally right, because it's the first time I've used Grey Knight since 5th, and it was interesting.
First time I've ever used Demons. It was interesting. If I'm being honest, out of the demons, I think I prefer a Khorne army or Nurgle army, probably even a Tzeentch army over Slaanesh, if I'm being honest. But thanks to Will for lending us his Slaanesh army. It's very nicely painted as well. So, but that's just my personal preference. I don't really like Slaanesh as a god in the lore anyway. I know, shock horror.
That's why you lost.
Yeah, probably.
Your faith wasn't there.
It wasn't. I was not the
Chosen one.
Not the chosen one. What's he called? The guy from Age of Sigmar. Come on, we used to play Total War Warhammer together. What did he say? I'm Slaanesh Scion or something.
Oh, Siegfried the Magnificent or something.
Something like that, yeah.
Siegfried. Yeah, the pretty boy with the blonde hair.
Basically, yeah. I'm Slaanesh Scion.
But no, like, good run. You played a good game. You're going against Grey Knights with a 9th Codex, so there's so much you can do. When you were in my face with Be'lakor and the Grey Demon, I was a little bit caca-poo-poo, like a little bit worried.
I feel like Be'lakor's good, but I'm not sold on him personally.
Yeah, but you got to think he's not got anything against psychic powers. I killed him with psychic, really.
Yeah, you did.
And to be fair, even more on top of that, look how nasty I got with them rolls. You whiffed really badly, and I absolutely like leveled to 100. Like, that really shouldn't have happened, but it obviously did. I think Be'lakor, you need to play smart with him. Like, I think
don't bomb him in.
No, you need to choose his moments right, because he's got the -1 of hit and wounds, and he's got some of the psychic stuff going off. You know, he's probably better being surrounded by things and not getting harmed. But again, broken record, you're going against the finest Marines against demons. He's a demon. You're just asking for it anyway.
It's alright. You're going to play Be'lakor the next time you see him on the channel, and he's going to just walk through my army. I can guarantee you that is what's going to happen. He'll just go boop, 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 and I'll be like, why didn't you do this for me?
Well, he's the most recent painted thing for mine. So Will's Slaanesh is all Will's. He's mine, and I really want to do a Disciples of Be'lakor army. That's, I think, a future project, but it's definitely going to happen since I just love Be'lakor, and you are probably right. He's going to go, Daddy, and go, da, 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 kill everything. We'll see. But no, really good game. Really enjoyed it. It made you think, and I like games like that. To the wire, as the one would say. So, well played, but Grey Knights are victorious.
Yes.
Not one of them boring Thousand Sons Grey Knights battle reports, so you're welcome. But no, thank you for watching, guys. Much appreciated.
Yep, there'll be a subscribe button just down here. Please click it. That'd be very much appreciated. And we will see you in the next one. What will that be? Nobody knows. We might know. We know. Do we know though?
He knows, I don't.
It's the TS versus the SW.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Not
very cryptic at all. But we'll see you in the next one, guys.
See you guys.
Oh yeah, and I forgot with this phone, I don't actually need to worry about the 10-minute limit. Fucking shite bags.
What are you doing?
I just fell. It's alright, don't worry about me.
Fucking fell.
Nice if there was a mirror through here. Hang on. Can you see it? Barely.
No.
That looks alright. In fact, can you even see the fan? You can, but it don't matter.
press lid? I'm going to seal it open because we'll...
Oh, just while we do the opening.
Oh, you have to stand here. Is head height alright?
Yeah, you can see like up top here.
Cool.
Yeah.
Deceiving. Just don't want too long clicks because you don't want to run out back or all.
Yeah, true. Right, so.
Fucking kill you. Kill you.
3, 2, 1.
Have a little looky and see what you think about you.
Ugh. Get that fucking fan on it, boiling. Boiling!
Definitely has helped, that fan.
Movement, psychic command phase. I gained a psychic power back because that makes sense. I got a command point back. Yay! What did I do with that command point? I left the fan on whilst we record. So.
Start again.
End of command phase. I gain a psychic. Oh god damn it! I've done it again.
Start again. I do that.
You do? It's Thousand Suns versus Baseballs? Off.
On one.
Damn it! Alright, let's get this shizzle packed up. Oh, I need to turn this off. Bye, guys!